what I wanted with my ad was to be able to end with an actual page post so that all of the engagement stays with this post. That's like the message that I'm following, but you see that this post looks like an ad. It's not like a regular post. So I get a headline, I get a description, a display link, yada, yada. And then if anybody clicks this image, they go straight to my opt-in, which is my survey. So I wanted the post to be able to go to the page like this, because that's like the message that I'm following, the method that I'm following. So in order to get to this, it took me like 2 days. So I want to make a quick recording to help you guys, but I also don't want to forget what I did. So I've got 3 windows open to do this that I've already clicked. So you start out in your business manager with your ad account. So once you're in business manager, you come up here, click all tools, and then click Creative Hub. And that's going to open a new tab. So I've already got mine open here. And you create a mock-up. Okay, so I'm going to just create a new mock-up. When you get over to the mock-up thing, you just select single image or whatever kind of format you're going to use. Let me just grab the text from this. So when you start out, you want to give it a name, and you actually have to type in your page name. And I'm not even going to bother adding a profile picture because that's not important to me right now. Let's go here. And since I'm just doing this for pretend again, I'm going to just copy all this text and come back into Creative Hub. And that text that you want goes into the add content section. And then if I select an image, there it is. So, and you can also click upload and upload an image, and it's 1200 by 628 pixels. Just confirm that. And then you'll see your display change over here. And then the URL that I want them to end on is right here. So I can just copy that. You can also type it in. But the display link is just, and the display link for that actually shows up here in the mobile news feed. So let's go ahead and transition to a desktop newsfeed preview so you can see that it looks like this. That's the display link. This is the headline, and this is the news feed description. I don't even know if I can copy that from here without, I can't. Let's move this into the display link because I put it in the wrong place. And the ad headline is Get All the Pieces to the Membership Puzzle. And the description is Leverage your expertise to create more impact, independence, and income. Okay, so basically, like, that's my entire thing. I got my call to action set. Make sure that everything looks the way that you want it to. Yada, yada, yada. You can scroll through, but then you save this. And here's the convoluted part. Like, once it saves, if it ever saves, because it's taken so long, there we go. It'll switch back to from the word saving to save changes. You have to click on this little eye. And that's going to open yet another tab. Okay, and then once you do this, like, you can click it, and you can copy the link if you want to send it to somebody on your team or whatever. But I'm sitting in the sun with the sun on my face. I can't see. Okay, so copy URL. Import to Ads Manager. Paste it in a new tab. You'll get this band across the top. You select your ad account that you want to import it into. And this will give you a drop-down list. So I want it to go to this account. And I select Import. And then open Ads Manager. And then it's going to give me the opportunity to create an ad with that, even though I don't want to do that just yet. So you'll get this pop-up in Ads Manager that asks you, like, what your objectives are. Obviously, I want this to be for conversions. And you go through, this ad set is unicorn. And we're creating the ad from the mock-up, so it's already imported that. And then as you go through the process, you'll see that all your stuff that you just created is already there and you're creative. And then you save it to a draft. And since I don't want to do this, I think though that I have to publish it in order for it to, I'll just publish it and then immediately turn it off. But you can click over here on the right to deal with the ad set. And that's where you set your placement, your budget, yada, yada. And you'll see that it's got a little error showing over there. So don't worry about that because you'll fix all of that as you go through the process. And here, the error is that I haven't selected a conversion event. I haven't set an audience either. So 230 million people is like way too many. Okay, so now I'm going to select the conversion event. And it should give you a drop down like when you type in here. If you've done this before. If not, it's going to give you like a standard drop down. So this is the one that I want to use. Initiate checkout. And this is why I set it up as an initiate checkout, just because that's what I have on my confirmation page. So you have to know what you're doing. Then as you come down, you set your budget, you set your schedule, yada, 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 yada. Choose your audience. If you have a saved custom audience already, I do for this. I've already set it. So I'm just going to select that audience. You may need to go through all of this process. And then I don't like automatic placement because I do not want this going into instant articles. And you can see it's not going to affect my reach much. I want it in the Facebook feed and in the Facebook right column, and that's it. It can go to my Instagram feed. I don't care, but I do not want it on Audience Network. So I'm just going to unselect the box at the top there. So when we're down to optimizing conversions, I want that to be 1-day click. I don't want 7-day click, 1-day view, yada, yada. And that's it. And then over here, I'm just going to click publish. And then I'll get a notice that instead of in draft over here on the left, it'll tell me it's in review. And I can just close that. So I'll see now that it's in review. And I don't really want this to run. But over in my ads manager, I'm on that page posts. So I'm going to just kind of reload that. Okay, so once that I've clicked publish, you'll see in ad posts that it starts. It has now come up that today at 8:20 a.m. that I published this post. So I can select the box next to the post and I can publish it or I can schedule it. So what I'm actually going to do today is Friday the 13th, which might explain all these tech glitches. So I want this to publish, let's say on Monday at 8 a.m. Eastern. And I'm going to schedule that post. I can do it that way, or I can publish it now, which is what I'm going to do, just so I can show you that it comes out like I want it to on the page. Publish. So then I can go to my business page and reload. And you can see that there is my new post with the image and my headline and yada yada. So that's a page post now. So any traction from the ad is going to come back to this page post. So that's why I'm doing it that way. And I already actually turned off the ad part of it. So it's just a post on my page. So I can also use it while it's here to create an ad. So I can come back here once it's done. But that's the basic process. So step 1, Business Manager. Step 2, Creative Hub. Step 3, import to Ads Manager. Step 4, publish to your page.